Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 17 online game. Today we have a ring match between the Buffalo Bills and the Minnesota Vikings, and the beginning of our 32-team preview series for the 2017 NFL season. We're going to be playing with each and every team in an online ranked match and go over the team, see what they got working with this season. The Buffalo Bills got a fumble recovery for us in this game. Darius recovering the fumble, but in real life, Marcel Darius, out of all the question marks on the Buffalo Bills, might be the biggest one because he is a talented player who just entered a rehab facility. Darius has been struggling with, suspensions. He got suspended for the first 4 games this season. Now he's entering a rehab facility, and no one knows when he's going to come back even after the suspension ends. And he's a star player in the league as far as one of the best defensive tackles in the league, and he's gone. Mario Williams, who didn't really have a great season, he's gone. He's in Miami now. So you have Jerry Hughes on the line. You have Kyle Williams. And then also on defense, there is no Shaq Lawson. Shaq Lawson is out for the first couple of weeks with an injury. The Bills' first round pick. Their second round pick, Reggie Ragland, is out for the entire year. So you guys get the theme of what I'm going on with here. The Buffalo Bills just feel cursed this year. This is just not their year. And on top of it all, you got Rex Ryan as their coach, and Rex Ryan has this lame duck cloud over his head status that, especially ever since Jim Kelly spoke out about how if the Bills don't make the playoffs, Rex Ryan's job is definitely on the line. Now you just got this boom or bust feeling about the Bills, and it's very shady. And also today, Carlos Williams, the rookie from last year who had a pretty good season, especially when LaShawn McCoy was not healthy, he got cut. He got straight up cut. He came into camp overweight. He was also suspended for the first 4 games of the season, and now he's gone. He's straight up gone. The Bills didn't even wait for him anymore. I don't know if they have any inside information that we don't know about, but they straight up got rid of Carlos Williams. I'm sure some other team will pick him up at some point during the season just because he has such a great rookie season. It's just really weird how that transpired. And now the Bills have LaShawn McCoy and Reggie Bush in the backfield, which is definitely not a bad backfield to have. And then they have that Gillius guy back there, so they still have a couple of decent running backs, but it's just odd. It's odd what's going on in Buffalo right now. It just really does not feel like it's their season. And if it was any time for them to have a good season, this would be it. With Tom Brady out for the first 4 games of the season, Jimmy Garoppolo, question marks on how he's going to perform. He's had an up and down preseason. The Bills, especially playing against the Patriots in one of their first 4 games of the season, they're missing a lot of firepower right now, and even a Jimmy Garoppolo-led Patriot squad could beat them early on in the season. So now you got that going on. You think about maybe let's get a wild card berth, but it just feels like there's too many dark clouds looming over this team. As you guys see, that's a nice interception right there by Preston Brown, who's not exactly one of the bright spots of this team. But there are some, good things going on with the Bills. They just re-signed Tyrod Taylor to a pretty decent contract. Tyrod Taylor had a really good season last season, especially, for a journeyman quarterback who was his whole career back up to Joe Flacco. He comes out, plays for the Bills, and plays well at that. As you guys see, this is a weird play. It ends up being overturned. I don't know how Robert Woods didn't get both feet in bounds, but, yeah. So, on offense, you got Tyrod. You got the running backs that, the Bills like run the ball a lot, and Tyrod Taylor's dual threat read option, ability will give them even more of running lanes, especially for the running backs. And in the passing game, that's where you get a little bit of a problem because you got Sammy Watkins, but besides Watkins, you don't exactly have anybody else to help you out. Robert Woods is the number 2 receiver entering the season, and that's not really a good thing. Robert Woods being the number 2 receiver on an NFL team is not exactly what you want. It's not the recipe for success. And that's one reason why Tyrod Taylor had such a pretty good season last season. He didn't have a lot to work with, yet, he still didn't make a lot of mistakes or anything like that. As they, we tried to go downfield right there, game complete. You saw McCoy fumble the ball, but the boot reviewed and overturned it. So the boot screwed us over, and then it helped us out. So it kind of evened out in a way. But the Bills' offensive line's, decent. They have really good Glenn. They have Richie Incognito, I believe it is. And then you got the center in the middle, Woods, and Robert Woods. So, actually not Robert Woods, it's Eric Woods. So, you got that going. Then on the defensive side of the ball, you have one of the best cornerback duos in the league. in Gilmore and Ronald Darby, who's entering his second season. We'll see if Darby can continue building on what he did in his rookie season. He was a second-round pick, and he absolutely balled out last year. Watching a couple games of the Bills, I really like the way Darby plays. He has good instincts on the ball, knows when to make jumps and stuff like that. So I think he'll have a pretty good second year. As you see, my opponent's only rushing like 2 people here, but we're able to find ourselves into field goal range with Charles Clay. We're going to call a timeout and kick that field goal right there, making a 9-0 game. Just straight up kicking field goals out here, making Dan Carpenter busy. So yeah, you got that. You got Corey Graham in the secondary. So you got one of the better secondaries in the NFL. But without a pass rush, even the best secondaries in the NFL can only hold up for so long. And the Bills might have a problem with that. Obviously, Rex Ryan has the reputation for blitzing a lot. So that's going to be the Bills' way of coping to try to create pressure. But as you guys see, my opponent actually comes out onside kicking to start the third quarter. It's only a 9-0 game. We do get ball coming out of half. But he's trying to get the ball back, and he actually does. We don't recover it. So that's some rough luck for us as he fumbles the ball on the next play and picks it up back. So the end of the day, the way I see the Bills season ending is they will put up some wins. They have talent on that team. There's no way this team ends up at the bottom of the barrel of the NFL. Even with all of these problems, I would say, you know, maybe their outlook is something like 6-10 or 7-9. Because Rex Ryan, he can get something out of a team. He can get a couple of wins out of a team, even when they, you know, it doesn't seem like they have it in them. But other than that, you know, way too many holes in this team, way too much pressure on the coaching staff this season. You got the Ryan brothers reunited, which, you know, could be cool and all, but it could also be a complete disaster. And yeah, I don't see Rex Ryan lasting this season unless they really feel like being generous and they like what Ryan did with the team this year. But I just don't have the passing game to keep up with teams and stuff like that. They're not going to be a team that puts up 30 on you, and the way their defensive line is looking, they might need that. You know, they're going to have a lot of trouble. They have Kyle Williams on the defensive line, but it's really a question mark on how this team is going to stop the running game. How are you going to stop, because you got the Dolphins have a Jaye back there. The Patriots, whoever they throw you, Dion Lewis, like Garrett Bourne, White. As you guys see, we drop a wide open pass there with Charles Clay. So, you know, the division is not exactly suited for them. It's not a run-heavy division, but it's not suited for them. And then, I forget, the Jets really like running the ball. They got Matt Forte this year, so they definitely got to watch out for that as we get to the goal line right here, trying to extend our lead. And we are going to extend our lead, finding Sammy Watkins. Now, if Sammy Watkins can be healthy, just to play devil's advocate and say how the Bills season can go well, Sammy Watkins stays healthy for the entire season, plays really well, you run the ball, you know, out, lights out, you have a few bright spots on the defensive end, a couple of like unknown step up and make plays, and the Bills have a chance to make the playoffs easily. But especially with this Marcel Darius thing, there's just too much going on. So that's what's going on. That's basically what we're going to be doing for this series, going through each and every 32 teams. It's not going to go in alphabetical order. I started with the Bills just because they have so much going on with their team today alone, and plus I already have gameplay with them. Yeah, Darius and Carlos Williams making news today. So I started off with the Bills. I could start with the Bears, but I played with the Bears earlier, like a couple of weeks ago when I played against SGL. So I kind of want to go with teams that I didn't play with yet, just so you guys can see all the new teams. So we'll get the Bears eventually. I think next up we'll probably do the Bengals. So that'll be a good preview because the Bengals are on the cusp of making or not making it. So I guess for the rest of this video, we'll focus on this game right here because it's not exactly over by any means. My opponent running a screen pass, but he's going to get sacked by Kyle Williams in the middle, second down. Finds the open man, hole in the defense. That's Stephon Diggs for the first down. Since we didn't get that 2-point conversion, it's still a 2-possession game as he throws a dangerous pass right there, but he's got to get in the end zone, and he's chucking it up. Ball is tipped, and the ball is picked off by Corey Graham, one of those guys I mentioned. You see Jerome Felton with the ball. At this point, we're just trying to chew the clock up. I really did not have a good passing game this game. I definitely struggled with Tyrod Taylor, just trying to make good reads. We got away with a couple, especially that first series in the game. I think I threw 3 straight incompletions. All 3 hit someone's hands. And also for this series, you guys see big 4th down and inches. We run the ball with Sean McCoy, and we get the first down. That pretty much solidifies the game. I came out in that play, and if I didn't like the way his defense looked, I called a pitch, and if he didn't completely stack the box like he did, I was going to call a timeout and just punt the ball away considering the field position. But I felt really confident we could get it, and we did as we just run this ball out right here. So yeah, for this series, I'm going to have games going on in the background, but I won't really go over them unless they're just big plays that I feel are necessary to. Otherwise, we'll just go over team previews. Not all the videos are going to be as long as this, especially some of the games that I play have people rage quitting in them and stuff like that. But you guys wanted like anything else, like any ideas as far as what else we could talk about during this series? Went over the team, their outlook, a potential record for them. I think they'll go somewhere between 5-11, 7-9. I don't think they get a really bad record, but I don't think they get a good record either this year. The Bills just feel cursed. But let me know what you guys think. I know some Bills fans might be confident and might disagree with me. So you guys got any suggestions in the comment section, any feedback? You guys let me know during these. And until then, I'll catch you guys next time.